Thank you. It's hip to be square. uh, how's it going? Nobody? I'm talking to nobody. There's nobody here. I just started the live stream, and how it always goes is there's nobody here the first couple of seconds, so we'll let some people roll in. Also, we're going to be doing probably a 1 or 2 hour live stream. Just for anybody who's curious, we're going to be, well, I guess I can show you. What does that mean? It just means we're going to be taking notes, we're going to be thinking. I'm basically going to be doing a live stream where we're just thinking. And Interactive says, hey man, hello Interactive, welcome to the stream, long time no see. It actually has been a long time no see. Hope you're doing better than me. Oh no, what happened? He got in a train wreck, his whole family's dead. I don't know if that's true. Interactive, yes or no, is your entire family dead? I'm actually worried, like, what could have possibly happened to Interactive that he's like, I hope you're doing better than me. I hope you're okay. Alright. Great way to start off this live stream. We got Interactive. Something bad happened. Something bad and mysterious happened with Interactive. That's par for the course, I feel like. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Alright, so we're gonna be basically just doing nothing. You could just sit there and relax, because essentially what we're gonna be doing is nothing. I'm gonna let the camera roll. People can scroll on by, we can hit some chats and make some small talk. But other than that, I'm basically just gonna be sitting in here doing nothing. Not anything, you know, on camera basically. It's all gonna be in the mind. It's all gonna be in the mind. Let me grab my laptop. We might switch. I might put the laptop somewhere else. I don't know. Just tell me, Interactive. You don't have to give away any details if you don't want to, but just tell me on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, 1 being like the best, like you're having a great day, 5 being like meh, like on a scale of 1 to 10, what are we talking about in terms of how good are you doing? Interactive says, all good, I'll just watch and try to sleep. I'm glad that you went live right now. It gives me something to clear my mind. Oh, that's good, that's good. Hopefully it will be a stream just like old times, so you have something you can kind of relax to as you fall asleep. That'd be nice. Though unfortunately, I gotta be honest with you, I don't plan on doing a lot of talking in this one. It's been quite a while since I've done a live stream, and I basically just plan on doing some thinking. The whole point of having this live stream is just to kind of have something to post, and then also if anybody, you know, stops by, we can say hi. That's pretty much it. It's just to have some sort of activity, basically. Alright, I'm gonna get started. And then I just go non-verbal for like 3 or 4 hours, and it's peak content. Interactive said 8. Who am I telling that to? There's nobody else here except me. I know, there's a mirror right over here. I'm looking in the mirror, I'm looking at myself. Like, can you believe this guy? I swear I'm not insane. Alright, yeah, so I'm actually just gonna jump into it. No explanations. But it is good to see you, I will say. You know, it'd be nice if I had something like maybe I'm thinking like if I'm just sitting here, right, and I'm doing, just thinking, basically, uh, on the live stream, if I had something else going on, like maybe somewhere we could put some Subway Surfers like right here or something. I don't know. Not Subway Surfers, not actually, but like if we had some sort of like mechanical contraption or something, because I build mechanical contraptions. So, but if we had something like perpetual motion machine right here, Rube Goldberg machine, just going on in the background, and I can like be typing. Then people scrolling by will see like, oh my gosh, there's like a Rube Goldberg machine. What is going on this live stream? And it's just me like sitting here doing nothing, but they'll see a Rube Goldberg machine. Oh my gosh, that would be really great. Um, Thank you, Interactive says I'll be there. Yeah. It's cold in here. It's cold in this room. Thankfully. Oh, we have 2 viewers. We have 2 viewers in the stream. Thank you. W's in the chat. Anyways, yeah. So, without further ado, I'm gonna jump right into it. Just wanted to do a little bit of a, let Interactive know what's going on. I frankly didn't expect anyone to join. I thought I was gonna get on, nobody would join, and then I would proceed to just think for a while, have a cup of coffee maybe, and then at somewhere down the line, someone would like join on, and then I'd say hi for 5 seconds, and then dip. But instead, somebody immediately joined. The moment that I went live, somebody saw the live stream, and then they were like, oh, peak, neuron activation, and then immediately hit the click button and like, let's see, Norabel H3P said hi. Hello, Norabel HP3. Hello, how are you doing? If you're wondering what this stream is, it's just me. Who am I, you ask? Well, for a brief introduction, for this session here, I'm the guy who will be doing a lot of thinking. I just like fun fact, I have a lot of pens and papers here that I just have here. I don't know what I plan on using them for, but maybe I could use them. All right, enough talk. Let's get into the 3 hours of me silently doing nothing. Peak content, by the way, guys. Norabel HP. Wait. Norabel H3P. That's kind of a cool name. Norabel H3P. Says, that dragon you made was cool. Aw. You remember the dragon. I'm actually very surprised that you remember the dragon. Also, that'll let me segue into the fact that I do plan on making the dragon again. That's right. Part of what I'm going to be working on, on this live stream and like typing away on my keyboard, is plans for Seth, the dragon. Yes, so just as a spoiler, I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I plan on making Seth again. For the millionth, billionth time. But thank you. Alright, now back to it. What, Jaden, you're not going to give him any details about what exactly, how you're going to approach it, what it's going to look like? You didn't even ask them what their favorite aspect about Seth was? You're right. I'm just going to go back into... Oh, look, they commented. I made one named Flair. I can tell by this comment that I'm either talking to someone who is very young or I'm talking to someone who is very old. Because people my age do not generally make arts and craft dragons. unless you do, that's pretty cool. So when I get into this, it's kind of a thing of like, do I talk like you're an old person, and I'm like, oh, that's really good, that's really good, or do I talk to you like you're like the opposite of an old person, and I say like wow, that's great, like you're talking to a child who just made like a macaroni art for the fridge, and you have to lie to them and say, wow, it's actually so much better than it is. But what I will say is, whether you are old or young, the fact that you made I'm assuming that you said you made one named Flare. I'm assuming that you made a dragon, a paper dragon similar to Seth, and you named it Flare. I would just like to give a round of applause for that, genuinely. I think that's actually pretty awesome. I always like it when if I make something and then people try to copy it or build their own versions of it, it feels like I inspired them in a way. So I like that. Fire Dragon, of course. Excellent choice. Excellent choice. All right, now I'm gonna get into typing away. Stand by. While I'm typing away, why don't you tell us more about your paper dragon? I'm assuming it's paper. Actually, that'd be a great question. Is it made out of paper? What did you make it out of? Look, we're having a conversation. Imagine talking to your live stream. I gotta put this mirror down because I literally keep looking at it and thinking that I'm like that one guy from The Office. Cardboard. Now, is it actual cardboard or like thick cardboard, or is it like the back of a cereal box that's like a lot thinner and it has like ink on the side of it or like paint on the side of it? Or is it cardstock, which is just like a thick version of paper? What's the thick stuff? Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. See, now this is how it always starts. Yes, continue explaining in great detail Flare, if you want to. I'll gladly read it, but I do need to get back to typing. Norabelle says, I made wires to connect to the dragon to make it look like it's flying. Dragon, sorry. Yes, dragon. I figured out. Alright, I made wires to connect to the dragon to make it look like so you made it be able to do like this? Or wait, you connected wires to the dragon. You didn't say you connected wires to the wings. So does that mean it's like you're hanging it on wires suspended in air so it looks like it's flying? Or you like put wires to make it like flap its wings? Sounds actually pretty intricate. Where did you get the inspiration for this? Because I'm sure it wasn't just me. Like, you had to have seen some other people, like, make paper dragons before or something. I don't know. Norabelle says yes. Okay. That's good, that's good. Sorry if I seem distracted. I keep going back and forth between, like, reading the chat and also, like, really needing to, like, write stuff down on my laptop. And I'm switching back and forth between two trains of thought at once. Norabelle says, like the people that do dragon puppets. Dragon puppets. I've seen one dragon puppet that was very sophisticated. It had, like, it could move, like, I don't know, it had, like, a, you know, like you're a puppeteer and you move all like this, and it would make the entire, like, the wings flap in a very articulated way, and, like, the head move and everything, just from, you know, going like this and with the dancing stick and whatever. Is it kind of like that? Do you have, like, do you have, like, a stick that you use and then, like, marionette the okay, that could be interesting. You have to go, oh, well, thank you for stopping by, and thank you for explaining your dragon. It was actually, sounds like a very cool dragon, so I hope you have a nice night or day, whatever it is, and see you around. I'm curious if you were on one of my live streams before or on somewhere else on my channel. It's because it seems like you've seen it before, but I don't remember your name, Norabelle. But, anyways, bye-bye. Have a good one. Breaking out the pens and paper. Also, by the way, I'm wondering if Interactive has been following us along for quite some time. I don't remember specifically how long it's been, but I believe. Hold on, give me a moment. Maybe I can find out how long it's been since we last saw Interactive, because I know he was kind of around this area of time. So let me just give me a second. I actually really like the live streams where we're just doing, like, nothing. It feels kind of relaxing. I don't feel like I have to, like, ramble on about, like, a bunch of stuff or, like, talk really extensively. I like just chilling on the live stream. Normally I'm just going on, but this is nice. I think it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Like, Interactive has been following this channel for 2 years. And we're still doing the same thing. Interactive knows. Interactive knows what I'm up to. He knows the goal. I don't know why I'm treating it like it's an inside joke or something, or like a trade secret. Interactive says, I remember when you were starting Scratch for Seth the Dragon. I think it started there. You were going through some hard times back then. Seems about right. Yeah. That sounds about right. Back in those days. Also, glad to see you hadn't fall asleep yet, so hopefully you're enjoying the stream so far. Oh, I almost forgot that I was supposed to write something down. Pen and paper. One of the most ancient of art forms. The humble pen and paper. Let me see here. Let's do... Cool. How long has this stream been? 20 minutes? I basically have enough time until my phone dies. I'm at 94% right now. So, or until I just... I was gonna say until I can't live stream anymore, but I don't see. I mean, maybe I need to get up and get a drink of water, but anyways. Interactive says, sure thing. I'm kind of sleepy though. I'll hang around with you as long as I can. That is perfectly fine. And if you fall asleep, then I hope you have a good night. Don't feel bad because you probably won't miss much. But at the same time, you'll probably miss everything if you fall asleep. Literally, you could fall asleep and then 20 minutes from now, 5 people join the live stream and we're all talking about the most interesting thing known to man. The most possible. And then Interactive's like, no, what did I miss? 2 a.m. here, so probably will fall asleep to your voice. Yeah. Thank you, Interactive. Thank you. But there's probably not going to be a lot more. We're going to go into. I'm doing laptop typing. Do some ASMR. Crinkling paper ASMR. You probably can't even hear it. It's probably my microphone on my phone is not that good. Um, it's quite fine. Oh, good, good. Do you remember the era in which I tried to use a little tiny microphone to get better quality audio, so I can like hold up the microphone? It was a really, I think it worked in some cases. There was a couple cases where it worked very well, like where I was building the teardrop trailer and like walking around, but you could hear my audio. Type in the chat if you can remember. Lopez, guess who just entered the chat? I've been trying to contact you about your car's extended warranty. That's an inside joke between me and Lopez, guys. I'm like, Lopez, where have you been? What? Yeah. Oh, yeah. But anyways, hey Lopez, how's it going? I literally haven't. I tried to message Lopez like a month ago, and he didn't respond. And so, like seeing him now it's crazy work. But it's always good to see you. How are you doing this fine night? By the way, interactive. What I was trying to say was, comment down below. Interactive. I don't know if you can hear me. You're probably like barely listening to this stream, but interactive. Try to type if you remember me building the teardrop trailer or not. Thank you. Just because I'm curious. Lopez says, I had been on Discord for a while. Lopez says, hello, where have you been? Honestly, I've just been working. I just got my nose down to the grindstone at this job, and that's pretty much it. I haven't really been up to much. But that's all gonna change. The amount of times that I've been like doing YouTube, and I've been doing YouTube for 10 years, and been like, you know what, now we're gonna fully commit to YouTube, and we're gonna start posting more and more. But you know, to be honest, like in the Seth era, I was doing 4-hour live streams every day, and we were actually building Seth every day, the cardboard dragon Seth. That was really hardcore, which is actually, I think, where Lopez, no, that's definitely where, well, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's where Lopez entered the chat. I remember because he was giving me ideas like, oh, you could make a sub counter that like clicks it spins and like, and it shows you how many subs you've got, and you could have like a mailbox, like an Amazon mailbox set up or something, so that fans could send you mail. And it was like, I was really making a big push for YouTube then, because I was like, okay, I need to make significant progress on YouTube so I can like actually use it to survive and make money and live off of within like a month or two. So I was really pushing, and yeah, I have it in me to put that much energy and effort into YouTube. And as someone who's been doing it for 10 years, like, I very much have the capacity to as well. But I don't want to get into all that. Anyways, it's good to see you, Lopez. Interactive says, I remember, yes, but I haven't seen much of it. That's okay. My views on my channel, like, what is it, the retention time? Everybody only watches like 1% of my videos usually because I make 5-hour long videos of me rambling, so it's okay that you, it's okay. As long as you saw like a teardrop trailer-esque figure thing and me kind of interacting with it, it's like you were there. It's like you were there. Anyways, it's good to see Interactive and Lopez in the chat. It's always good. And for Lopez, who's just entering the chat, what we're doing here on this live stream is first live stream in a while. I think I haven't done one for like a month or something, or a couple of weeks. But I'm basically going to be starting. How should I say this? Maybe give me a little time to churn it over, and then, I'm working on it currently here on my laptop and got some paper notes I'm making, but and then we'll talk about what's going to happen, and it's going to happen tonight. No, I don't know if you know that reference. Ooh. 10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck. Anybody know that's from? I'll give you a hint. Robin Williams. I said that right. All right. Back to it. I'm going to be zoning in and just doing this. If anybody has any questions or wants to chat, feel free. But other than that, you're going to hear a bunch of dead silence and ambient sterile noise, white noise. Aladdin, the Disney cartoon. Yes. That's good. That's good. Good job. Thank you. I always like it when people can get the obscure references that I make. I feel like it's the culmination of thousands of hours of like movies and things that I've seen growing up that really fills my vocabulary. So like every word that I say is probably some reference to something I've seen. And that's how language is formed. I don't know. All right. Back to it. I got one for you. Lopez, pay attention. Jingle, jingle. Wait, where are my keys? Hold on. Jingle, jingle. I said your favorite word. Jingle, jingle. Anyway, that was a bit for like no payoff. Lopez. And I guess Interactive can answer this question too. What content, but I feel like Lopez always like, Interactive is more like a passive viewer. He's just like, I feel like he's more chill. He's like, yeah, man, that's awesome. Whatever you do, that'd be great. But Lopez is kind of like, well, you should do this, or like, well, you should do that. So, but both of you can answer. What kind of content would you like to see from me? And before you answer that, I'd also like to mention that whenever I'm watching YouTube videos, generally what I want to see from creators is I want to see them post what they want to post. I just want to see what they want to do and what they're passionate about, and I want to see them just like go full into that, because I think that's where people really shine, when they actually have the attention span and they put in the work to get something that they really like out. that's where, you know, instead of telling them like, oh, you should do this or you should do that, but you should do, you should tell me like, because I don't know. I mean, if I was watching my content and I saw, you know, like, what would I say? Like, here's what you should do. I kind of got nothing. I mean, I would maybe say you should like try something fresh. Maybe don't do something you've already done a million times. Do something new. Like, we want to see some new content. Do something like completely unrelated to anything you've ever done before. Like, write a poem. I don't know. I've never written a poem. I can't think of something I haven't done on my channel. I mostly build things. So I'm trying to think like, I would say like, I was gonna say like circumnavigate the globe, but I kind of halfway already did that one, so like make a channel about, man, I'm really drawing a blank. I can't think of like something that I haven't done, or like something that's like not even adjacent to what I've done, just completely new, because I've also done so much. I feel like maybe that's a question we're gonna have to put a pin in, but let's see. Lopez says, I like creation. Interactive says, I just like how you interact with your community in the chat. It feels wholesome and like a small family. Thank you, Interactive. That's kind of what I aim for. That's also kind of the whole point of live streams. Is literally, it's just like it's like a Skype call with you guys, pretty much. That's all it really is, disguised as content. Wood carving. Now that, well, you know, does carpentry count? I have used the chisel to carve wood, I'm sure, in like one of my videos. Okay, sorry about that. The internet just cut out for some reason. But I have like, I had to like, I took a 4x4 board and I sawed it up and I like carved it down to being like almost perfectly cylindrical so that I could use it as the main, I don't know what you want to call it, maybe like axle or drive shaft, pivot point for the windmill. It's not bearing. Bearing is the thing that goes around it. Anyways. Wood carving, that's a good one. But again, it's hard to find something on my channel that I haven't done in some way. But I've never like made my whole channel about wood carving. I need some water. Hold on. Let me reload. Lopez says he likes creation. Well, I like creation as well. Oh, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Let me try to focus back up. Thank you for the invite. It's hard not to just keep talking with the chat. It's really hard not to. Once you get started, you get on a side tangent, you start having a conversation, right? At least for me sometimes. Sometimes. But let's get into it. Again. I gotta ask, has Lopez, have you 3D printed anything lately? It never ceases to amaze me that Lopez basically has like a 3D printing factory. He's got like a 3D printing farm. I like to imagine he has like 100 3D printers in a warehouse that are just constantly going at all times. But I think realistically he only has actually like maybe like 3 or 4 printers. So I have to ask. That's what he's always up to. Every time I see him, he's 3D printing something. So fool me once, shame on me. Let me just how do I refresh the chat? They're constantly changing the aha! I knew there was more messages. I could sense it. I had to refresh it here. Let's see. Interactive says, it just came to my mind. Starting with a log and carve it down to something like a bear or something. Yes. Or like I like when they carve the wood into like a bear, but also maybe like a fish, and you have all like the individual scales carved in the wood. Pretty cool. I could do that. Lopez says, I do some metal sculpture too. That's my main gig, is my metal shop. Lopez said George Bush reference. Oh no, did I make a George Bush reference? What was the George Bush reference? Chopping lumber? Like George Bush chopped cherry trees? I missed the reference, or did I make the reference? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Metal sculpture. I actually really like metal sculptures. That's actually, when I was building like the crossbow and stuff, I was thinking of, I don't know if you remember, but I was in the RV, and I was like, okay, we're going to transition from crossbows to metal sculptures, because it's a lot safer and less dangerous. Lopez said, fool me once. Oh, that's a George Bush thing? I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me though. Alright, let me get back to it. Let me see here. Well, I think it's something I can just tell you guys. I don't want to tell you anything that's not entirely certain. Like, I don't want to say, like, oh, we're going to be doing this, and then I, like, change my mind or something. But it is currently looking like we're going to be building Seth, the cardboard dragon, once more. Inevitably, though, I think that we're also going to build mechanical contraptions, you know. Why build mechanical contraptions, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. The main idea here is essentially that I really designed Seth to be as perfect as I could for YouTube, combining also my mechanical contraption background, I should say. So, but that's kind of like one big main project. The mechanical contraptions, well, I guess I didn't tell you I was going to do that, but there's basically two things: Seth and the mechanical contraptions. Those are what I'm like trying to go for. So Seth I want to build because, well, I designed Seth specifically to try to, it was like designed to be good for making YouTube content and getting views. Similar to the crossbow and bear trap, except that Seth was supposed to be something that was not like a deadly weapon. So that way I would be able to actually do a lot more without having a bunch of restrictions. But Seth is just one big project. And I want to incorporate some more like micro projects sprinkled in alongside building Seth, because Seth is probably going to take a long time to build. But if we have little, you know, little breadcrumbs along the way of mechanical contraptions, I think that could work really well, content-wise. And there's basically a million different little mechanical contraptions you can make. And that's something I have a background in, is making little mechanical contraptions. So I think that would work very well. So Seth and mechanical contraptions. That's kind of my 1-2 punch. Seth is going to be the kind of overarching build, and hopefully when he's finished he'll get a lot of views, make a lot of really good content with. And the mechanical contraptions are going to be the kind of like the things that feed you along the way, something that is like their own little episode or like little mini project each way. So it's not just like content wise nothing Seth. You know, it should be more like mechanical contraption 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Seth. Something like that. Obviously, we'll have like Seth sprinkled in a little bit here and there as well, I think. And yeah, that's basically. I've said too much already. I don't want to give away too many details because the plans could change. There's about 1,000,001 other things that we could be doing as well that we may or may not do. So, but that's most likely the direction that we're heading. Let me just refresh the chat here, just to make sure we're not. Okay, good. Good, we're all cut up. All right, I'm going to continue. You know what would... Oh, sorry to break the silence. The ambient silence. But you know what would actually be... What hit the spot really good right now? A cup of coffee. Could you imagine? Late night. Feeling a little bit sleepy. Doing paperwork. And then you just have a cup of coffee. Peak. It's peak. There. I might as well show you how to make coffee. This is 3-in-1. Open it up. Pour the powder. Do a little Salt Bay action. And you literally just pour hot water in it, so I'm going to do that. And there you go. Much better, much better. Oh, and we're back to it. How you guys doing? How you holding in there? Oh, good coffee. So where we're at right now is basically we've filled out about one page, both on the laptop and a page on the piece of paper. It's actually quite good work. Quite good work for us so far. I'm pleased with the direction that it's taking. Also, I think we're going to do maybe 50 more minutes. That'll make it around 2-hour live stream. That's probably enough. That's kind of what I had planned. Give me enough time to kind of get all my thoughts together, and then we'll pack it up and do a debrief, and then we may have another live stream later tonight, but I'm unsure about that. We'll see. We at least needed to have one live stream just to show you all that I'm back. I'm so scary, like, Mr. Beast. Let me know if you understood that reference. That's good. That's good coffee. I just keep drinking. Back. Lopez is back. I'm back. Lopez is back. Everybody's back. We're all back. We're back and we're full force. Everybody's just full swing. We got people in the chat. It's actually funny because I didn't expect to get anybody. That's good. That's good. Lopez said, I lied though. My main gig is HVAC work. Yeah, we know you lied, Lopez. You're a little liar. Sorry. I just thought of something funny. But anyways, it alerts me when you start a live stream. Oh, interesting. I thought that was broken or something. I always figured like you're scrolling through YouTube and then you might like see my live stream pop up, not like you get an alert when I go on live. But I guess if you have the option selected, it does do that. Also, I knew that your main gig was HVAC work, and when you said your main gig was sculpture work, I wanted to say like, oh, but Lopez, we all know your main gig is HVAC work, but I don't know. In the moment, I was kind of like, no, just let him have this. Just let him have this. Lopez says, finally packed up from a 4-day job retrofitting a furnace and heat pump into an existing home. Interesting. You said an existing home, implying that sometimes you like add a furnace or heat pump to a house that doesn't exist. Am I Now that wouldn't make sense. Like I'm imagining that it's like like a home that's being built currently, like a home that's being fabricated as we speak, and then he goes and installs an HVAC in there, versus a home that's already built and been lived in for a while, and then he puts it in, and that's called like an existing home. But when you say an existing home, an existing home implies the existence of a non-existing home. Implying that I do a lot of new constructions. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's good. That's good. It must be good business we're getting into the summertime here. I think it's June. So I'm imagining lots of, but then it's like, don't people need they need air conditioning in the summer, right? But then in the winter they need heat. So I'm imagining that it's just year round. He has work year round. I was gonna say like, oh, it's getting into summertime. That's the busy season, huh? But it's like, theoretically, I mean, anyways, it's fun. It's fun. Lopez says, "Are you getting any better at speaking Serbian?" Hmm. I have been getting a little bit better. Um, I've learned like a couple new words, right? Like just from hearing it semi regularly. Like this is a pretty simple one, but ciao. I've heard people say ciao before, but here in Serbia, I hear it a lot. Ciao. Um, things like that. Little things. It's the little things, really. But no, I haven't really been picking up a lot. Lopez says, I'm a busy boy. Uh, I've obtained the highest level in 3 different trades. Oh, damn. Nice. It's actually pretty impressive. So he's maxed out on his skill tree. He beat the game 3 times. Um, reminds me. Never mind. Hello, I want to comment again. Welcome to the stream. Says, is there like a black belt like karate like system for the trades? That's so funny that he like random person just hopped into the chat and that starts asking. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm like thinking too. Like it's like different like belts. Lopez is a black belt. Um, it's been 21 hours since you've eaten, Lopez. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Lopez says here in Canada there's a apprenticeship program for trades that has 4 levels and then ends in a red seal. Oh, nice. That's actually pretty dope. Um, I want to comment again. Says cool. Completely random question, but have you see the new Backrooms movie? I have heard that there was a new Backrooms movie, but I have not seen it. And frankly, all I've seen from reels is people talking about like, oh my gosh, the new Backrooms movie is so bad and not what I wanted it to be, and things like that. That's all I know of it so far. And like I think a couple years ago was when the Backrooms meme started circulating, going around. Um, and I remember that meme, that concept of the Backrooms as like a horror thing, and seemed pretty interesting. So I'm surprised that they seem to be making a movie about it. Lopez says I haven't seen any new movies. Me neither. I don't remember the last time I actually went to like a movie theater or something. I want to comment again. Says I haven't seen it either. Lopez says I watch a lot of Crunchyroll. Nice. Yeah, and honestly, these days, a lot of it's just like there's endless content on YouTube, so you don't really have to go watch a movie. You know what I mean? Lopez says I shouldn't say I watch it. I usually put it on and then pass out afterward. Yeah. relatable. This is such a chill stream that I can just hear the lo-fi hip hop about to start playing. Um, this is literally when you find like a video on YouTube that's like a chill study session, lo-fi hip hop beats for relaxing or something like that. Like, I want to comment again. Says used to watch Funimation One Piece. Oh, nice. Funimation's also a good one. One Piece is awesome. My kids and I are up to about episode 1,100. The One Piece, yeah, I've never watched One Piece, but I hear it is very, very extensive show. I saw somebody drew like a map of the journey that they took in their world, and it showed like a line of like them traveling around in the ocean and going to like this island and this island and this, like showing everything that they had done chronologically in the world, something like that. I want to comment again. Says wild 80s. Lopez says 80s style synthwave for me. Interesting. Want to comment again. Says I stopped at the middle of the whole cake island. Then I stopped. Well, you can't stop twice, so that's like a double negative. Have some more coffee. Okay. Lopez says Netflix is rebooting the animation series next year, and the art looks amazing. The animation series for One Piece? You mean like a live action? I want to comment again. Says I didn't know they're rebooting Piece animation. I thought it was just live action. Oh, okay. I see. I see. Also, Hydra, your Serbia vlog was very cool. Trying to remember. My Serbia vlog. All I remember is I posted like pictures saying like, "Hey, I made it to Serbia." I don't remember doing like a vlog. Also, that implies that you've been here longer. I want to comment again. You must have changed your name, or I just don't remember it. Both are plausible. Uh, but you've at least been here for a little bit. I thought you were just some random new person, but you're not. Also, thank you for saying it was very cool. I'm glad you appreciate it. I want to comment again, says you still have the big crossbow. I do not. It wouldn't fit on the plane. But thank you for asking. Lopez was epic. I think he left. No, he's probably still around. Either that or he fell asleep. Crying emoji. Yeah. Well, it's good to see you around. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I don't know if you were here for the introduction, but or you probably get the vibe already a little bit, but it's basically just me sitting here like doing typing on the laptop and writing out some notes. You could call it a study session, basically, I guess. Lopez says, I'm here cooking dinner. Tell us what you're cooking, Lopez. Tell us what you're cooking. Let him cook. Oh, by the way, Lopez, did you do any like interesting like metal sculptures and stuff lately? And you never answered about the 3D printers stuff. Not that I know of. Have you like I don't know, what was the last metal sculpture that you did or like metal work that you did? And what was the last like 3D print that you did? Also, Lopez is cooking chicken and rice. That is a good combination. That is S tier combination. Chicken and rice, that's a classic. Is it S tier though, or is it more like A tier? I feel like maybe you gotta add some like teriyaki sauce to it or something to make it S tier. Maybe some like green beans, teriyaki sauce. Tell me what kind of seasonings you're putting on this chicken and rice. No, you don't have. I'm getting a little bit too invested in the because I'm hungry. Mushrooms, that's a good one. Mushrooms just like add flavor. I don't know what, you just throw some like shiitake mushrooms in, stir fry it, eat them up. They kind of like melt or like dissolve or whatever. And then, I don't know, I'm not a chef, so I don't really know. I've only experienced a little bit of that, but I do know that mushrooms can add good flavor when done correctly. Not a mushroom expert. Okay. Lopez says it was a commissioned piece for an artist called Climb, which was about 4 foot tall. The most recent 3D print was some feet for a trampoline. That's awesome. Thank you. That's actually I'm really happy to hear that. That's actually really good. Um, always like seeing like what kind of like projects and stuff you've been up to. I don't really ever have too much to say about them. Like I'm not like I can't like sit there and like analyze it forever, like go super deep. But that's not because I'm not interested in it. I like seeing um, just whatever like cool stuff you end up coming up with, which I guess is kind of why you watch these videos. You probably like seeing whatever cool stuff I come up with. Lopez says umami flavor. Umami flavor. I don't know what that is. I've literally never heard of that. You know, we were talking about stuff that I've never done before on my YouTube channel, and I mean, I cook like maybe ramen or some things like that every once in a while, but StrayHydraBlade cooking show, that could be a thing. All we do is we just cook things. We just cook things. We just bake. We just that's it. That's the whole show. I turn my life around and we do baking instead of building. I want to comment again, says, I don't know how to cook very much, only cereal. But do you know how to cook ramen noodles? Or, alternatively, do you know how to cook cup-up noodles? Leave a comment down below. I want to comment again, says I don't. Nah, you gotta be joking. Everybody knows how to cook ramen. You just hot water and ramen. And it's done. Just don't burn yourself. Also, I'm not liable for any injury due to my advice on how to cook ramen. Lopez says, if you don't know how to cook, who's making your food? Yeah. Like I said, like you never know who you're talking to on YouTube. It could be like a really old person or it could be like a really young person. I say that because this could literally be someone who's just so young they literally don't know how to cook ramen. That could actually be what's going on here. So. I want to comment again, says, my parents. Also, I order takeout. I'm dependent. And, yes. Yeah, that checks out. Did I drink all my coffee? Oh no, there's a little bit left. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm probably only going to be live streaming for another 15 minutes, just to let you know. That'll be a nice 2-hour session, and that's pretty much a good amount of time. It gives us enough time to... Anyways, just letting you know. Lopez says, take some time and learn how to cook a few meals that you like. Takeout is a waste of money. I could have bought another house for the amount of money I spent on takeout when I was young. Yes. I agree. You know, takeout can be so expensive. It can be marked up like 10 or 20 times the price that you could just go get the food in like its basic form. Like if you want French fries, I don't know, let's say they're gonna... I'm out of touch, I don't know how much French fries cost, but you know, as an example, I can already hear the comments. That's not how much French fries cost. Okay, look, French fries cost $5 for a little container, right? Sure. But how much does it cost to buy a potato? I can already hear the potato fans telling me, that's not how much a potato costs, that's not how much... Look, let's say it's like 5 cents for a potato versus $5 for fries. All that a fries is a potato that's chopped up and served in a bag. So, yeah, Lopez is right on this one. I gotta give it to him. Let's see here. Oh no, I'm caught up on chat. Sweet. Lopez says, you can buy a whole bag of potatoes for what one thing of French fries costs. Yeah, that sounds accurate. I want to comment again, says, sometimes I easy canned meats on bread, because that's easy peasy. I do want to learn how to cook a burger, though, a good one. Fun fact: I once went to the store. I watched like a YouTube video. This was like 6 years ago. I watched a YouTube video of like how to make and cook a burger, and I went and bought the meat, like ground beef meat. I got like the right fat percentage and whatever that the video recommended, and I brought it home. You know, made the patty. I think the way that they told you to do it was like not make it. What was it like? It was either like make it super flat, or it was like make it not very flat, but like with a hole in the center and like kind of like ridges along. I don't know. Anyways, put it in, season it, cook it up, ate it. I don't really remember how that burger tasted or how it came out, but I just remember that it was my first time like actually trying to cook a burger like and hand like press the meat. But you can get like little patties that are already pressed into shape and just like throw those on and cook them up pretty easy. In fact, I think I did that once too, and they were delicious if I remember correctly. So I would recommend it. The only thing I would say is just be safe when you're cooking. Don't burn yourself, and always make sure that the meat is cooked thoroughly, because you don't want to eat uncooked meat. It could make you sick. Okay, we're caught up on the chat. Got eight more minutes, guys. 8 more minutes. And then I might like hop off for maybe a couple hours and then come back on for a couple more hours. But probably like you guys will be asleep by then, so I don't know if it's even worth it. But so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I want to comment against this. Maybe I can eat a canned meat burger. I'm pretty sure Lopez is gonna think I'm goofy for that. I have never even heard of a canned meat burger, but it does sound interesting. I want to comment again. Says, Hydra Lopez, you got any first-time cooking recommendations? Ramen probably is good first time. That's exactly what I was thinking too. Lopez says spaghetti and canned red sauce. That's actually a good one too. Tacos, you only have to cook the meat and then just prep lettuce, cheese, and tomato. That's also a good one. Wow, we're cooks. We're cooking. Let us cook. Oh man, something like that's a good cooking recommendation other than just ramen noodles, which is like the basic. I would say eggs, because you can really just you have to crack the egg and like not get shell in there. It's kind of a mess. You have to clean up. You put it on the skillet or whatever, and then you cook it a little bit. You can make it like sunny side up. You can make it just flat thing. What do they call that? Scrambled. Scrambled is the easiest, right? You can cook some eggs. And if you want to get real fancy, cook some eggs with like a little bit of cheese and like wrap it up in a tortilla. That's something that's pretty easy to cook, but you gotta wash off a lot of pot and pan kind of stuff when you do that. I'm running out of time on this live stream, but I only have 1 minute left on the clock here, but I'll just try to wrap it up. I'm trying to think of what's another thing that you can cook. It's like very basic. I would say French toast. And the reason why is because it's kind of a whole process. If you're not used to like putting things together, I can't remember even what you have to do. Watch a YouTube video for it, but I'm pretty sure it's like you have to get toast. You have to toast the toast. I think I can't remember. You have to get like egg wash that you make, which is like a bath with eggs in it or something. Like dip the bread in the egg wash, I think, and then like cook it on a pan or whatever, and then like sprinkle like cinnamon and like syrup on top or something like that. So it's kind of a whole, you have to like whip it up and like put it all together. But it's a very, you can't really go wrong because all you're doing is like making a piece of toast with some egg on it and then like sprinkling sugar on top. Specifically like powdered sugar and cinnamon. But I don't know, are those good ideas? I don't know. I don't really do a lot of cooking. I want to comment again, says thanks. You're welcome. And on that note, we've hit the 2-hour mark. So I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you all. It's been give a round of applause, everybody, for just you guys for showing up. Give yourself a pat on the back. I want to comment again, says, I do know how to cook eggs, but only scrambled eggs. That's good. That's good. That the only other thing I know how to do. That's good. That's a start. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the stream. And what a great reintroduction into YouTube once again. I didn't really say this before, but I guess you should be expecting some more content. I plan on doing more content. This is my reintroduction into it. I haven't been doing YouTube, I think, for like 2 months now, because I've just been keeping my nose to the grindstone with work at this job. But now I'm in a place where I think it'd be a good idea to start up on YouTube again, and I got some pretty good ideas for it, so hopefully you guys will like it, and hopefully you'll see a lot more content. I'll probably also be either doing a lot more live streams, like I'll probably do another live stream tonight or tomorrow, or maybe I'll post a short or two or something like that tomorrow. You'll see. You'll see. Give me 1 second. I don't want to overhype it, but it's probably gonna knock your socks off. I mean, I could also just like upload a picture of like paint drying, and it's gonna be like the most boring thing ever. So don't quote me on this, but actually you can quote me on this. It is gonna knock your socks off. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. And actually, I do want to say that I quite enjoyed this live stream. I think it went very well. We had some friendly faces show up that are longtime viewers of the channel, and we had some good chat conversation. While I got some good work done, had a nice cup of coffee, and doing some studying with my laptop, paper, typing sounds, all that good stuff. Nice ambiance. Really enjoyed the time with you guys as well. So, I mean, it's really a great reintroduction into YouTube, and starting it off with a live stream. So, yeah, let me catch up on the chat, and then I think we're gonna head out. Lopez says, "Good luck in Serbia, Stray." Oh, you're gonna be seeing more from me. I mean, thank you for the good luck, but don't say good luck like, oh, good luck out there. See you whenever I see you. Oh, you're gonna be seeing a lot more of me. I plan on going pretty aggressively with the YouTube here in a minute. This is just the beginning. You'll see. But anyways, thank you for joining the live. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Before I end the live, I just realized I should probably say, for anybody who's going to bed soon, like Lopez, hope you have a good night. All right, see ya.